Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So let's take a look at the Solana chart. First of all, maybe again on the 4-hour chart, might make sense to cover that on a daily basis, just at least once to take a look at the bigger picture. For anybody who's new on the channel, usually like to zoom out and you see here the structure in which the market formed is forming a proposed 5-wave structure. From the June lows, wave 1 to the upside, which peaked in July, wave 2 to the downside, which bottomed in September, wave 3 to the upside, which might have peaked in December, but it might also get one more high. We'll talk about that on a smaller time frame in a minute. And there should then be a wave 4 afterwards, and then a wave 5. That's the base case. This is valid as long as the $47 level is holding below that level. Well, I shouldn't say it's invalid then, but it's a very reliable indicator, the 50% retracement level. So if we see a break below that, it suggests that other things might be going on here. But we'll see how it subdivides when we get into this support region. We should get there eventually. Just note that if the price forms another high in wave 3 and wave 3 still gets another extension, this support area has to be adjusted. Okay, so I received a question a few days ago. Someone asked, okay, if Solana goes to, let's say, 147, we take a look at that on a smaller time frame in a minute. Well, it would be unrealistic for the price to come down to 47. Well, first of all, no, it's not unrealistic. Cryptos are extremely volatile. Okay, anybody who said in the bear market, when we started the bear market, it's unrealistic for the coins to drop a lot. Yeah, they were all proven wrong. And they all came back. No, it's but again, the support zone has to be adjusted with the price. So should we go a little higher, then also the support zone has to be adjusted with the price. And then I don't suggest that the price will come down to the lower boundary line of the support area. Not necessarily. The ideal target is typically the 38.2 retracement level. Sometimes not even that is reached, but sort of this is the larger box. Gives you some relevant levels to watch. They give us some Fibonacci levels that we can use to pay attention to for any wave 4 pullback. Yeah, then we should still get a 5th wave. So it's still an overall bullish scenario on this chart. If after these 5 waves, the price completes a B wave and we're heading to completely new lows, or if this is just a larger A wave, which is going to be followed by a corrective pullback, which would be bullish, short term at least, and then we get a C wave up. That's a question that cannot be answered yet. Okay, it would just be a guess. No point doing that right now. It wouldn't lead anywhere. Just note that after the next high, okay, after wave 5, it is possible and likely that a more substantial top is formed. Doesn't mean we have to crash down, but it could be a more substantial correction, which could still be a jump off point to new highs, but it might be a bit of a bumpy ride. But so at the moment, though, I would still like to see that one more high eventually in wave 5. The main question we're dealing with, however, on this chart at the moment is if wave 3 is actually finished or not. And this is not so, the answer isn't very straightforward. Okay, so if you are dealing with if you want to know about a key support level, well, I would use the main support level is at the moment on this chart. It's that $47 level. And we've already come closer. That's the main support. There is short-term support at $89.80, which is that 50% retracement level of what I have labeled as the 3rd wave in the white scenario. And that was not broken. Okay, briefly, but it's not a sustained break. Okay, so definitely the door is kept open for higher prices because this is not an invalidation point. It's just literally just a level where probabilities start to shift towards a more direct sell-off in wave 4, but we haven't broken it really. Okay, so it's not a sustained break, and that means there are still the 2 scenarios that we discussed in previous videos. So we still have the 2 scenarios: short-term bullish, short-term bearish, both 2 different pathways that should lead us to the same target eventually. And in the short-term bearish one, that wave 3 topped already that we took a look at on the 4-hour chart, okay? And we're now coming down in a larger A, B, C structure. Circle wave A, circle wave B, circle wave C. To confirm this further, I need a sustained break below $89.70. Plus, I need to see next. Yeah, the next rally will probably give us further clues. The next rally needs to be corrective. So again, a 3-wave move. And if that's the case, and we then see maybe a first 1-2 setup to the downside of a 5-wave move in wave C, that would be the ideal spot to maybe enter a short position with a stop above the B wave high. And yeah, that would be a low risk, high reward short trade. Not before. I don't see any clarity before that. We need 3 waves up, an initial 5-wave move down in wave C, and then a corrective rally again. And the short could be entered with a stop above the B wave high. That's a low risk, high reward short trade setup. But we're not even there yet. To suggest that this initial move down has finished, I need to see a break above $110. Then we can deal with the question, okay, is it a B wave or wave 5? Because this wave 5 is still possible. I'd still like to see one more high. I still think it would look better. That's the short-term bullish scenario, by the way. In this scenario, wave 4 should form a low in this region. And I still can count from these November lows. I can still, not the November lows, the 21st of November low. I can still count a 1, a 2, a 3, a deep 4, but not invalid, and one more high. So I would still actually like to see that, but obviously this scenario is getting very much challenged and is having a hard time. The micro support level is starting to crack, but I cannot rule it out until we will have seen the structure of the next increase. Because if that is a corrective rally, I do anticipate at least a corrective bounce from this region. I mean, maybe another low, but somewhere from this region, I would like to see at least a corrective bounce and maybe that wave 5. So I think that will probably happen in the next few days. We should see either that B wave, which could even, and if you know about B waves, yeah, that will be that will be the frustrating situation. Then if that happens, the B wave can even overshoot. So it doesn't have to. So yeah, it's not the easiest structure to deal with at the moment. So it might mean, you don't want to trade this aggressively at the moment. I don't think so. Next good setup I see would be potentially, if the wave 5 is clear, maybe trading the subdivisions of the wave 5, but it's not clear yet, or then a short in wave C, but we haven't even topped in wave B. So that's just literally what I'm observing right now. And I'd still like to see, one more high potentially to $135, maybe $147. Next few sessions should give us some more clarity. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.